YouTube. All right, I've been doing US like competition shooting, USPSA, and sort of just like competitive shooting for almost a year now. And I just wanted to get on here and talk like from I'm still a beginner to a beginner that's just starting out. So I know me, every time I watch like grandmasters and like people that just like fire at shooting, like they just make it look easy. And I'll be like, dang, how they get to that? How they get to that? It's just they shoot so fast and so good. You just can't believe that they shoot that good. And you be like, can I get to that? When you first shoot, you like, man, I got a long way to go. You think it's the gun. You think like maybe you start going through this thing where you think the gun will make you shoot better. It gotta be, you gotta have a Atlas, staccato, something like that. When actuality, it's just practice. It's practice. But also, they do have like little tricks that they do. They have little tricks like like the gun. Some of them guns are definitely like you think it's just this, just that, but them good. They really put. It's like a science to shooting. It's definitely a science to shooting and what they shoot, and they definitely make their guns. The guns help. I'm gonna just say that. I'm getting along with the guns help. But basically, I just got on here like, if I was just starting out and I didn't have that much money still like how I do, and I wanted to get into shooting, but I didn't want to like break the bank. I can't afford no Atlas. I can't afford the Atlas still. I can't nowhere near. I can't afford maybe a budget 2011 or something like that. And a lot of people don't even shoot 2011s. A lot of competitive shooters is shooting like Glocks. I see Canics out there now, even though I still don't like them. Walters and stuff like that. But okay, so me, if I was to get into it, and they always talk about buy once, cry once, but you can't. It's like some people can't afford to spend, $300 on a belt, $1,000, $2,000 gun, the best ammo, they can't get all the internals just like perfect. You can't spend a lot of money, right? So me, I've been doing this for almost a year, and I mean, one thing about me, I'm cheap. So I'm gonna pay attention to what people are shooting. I'm gonna pay attention to, I'm gonna look up, see how much it costs. And I'm gonna see if I can find a cheaper way of doing it. So through my year, I came up with the best me if I was starting out, and I really want to get up there. And I already know how to shoot, and I want to start getting up there at competition, but I want to be cheap. Me, first thing I noticed. They shoot heavy guns. Competition shooters shoot heavy guns. Like if you see a Glock, you see them shooting like a Glock or something like that. That Glock, they let's just say a Glock. That Glock, they're gonna put they weight the frame. They put like tungsten guy rod in it. They put a heavy mag well on it. They put a lighter recoil spring in it. They shoot all these little tricks that they do. They heavy. So let's get back to it. They heavy. They make their guns heavy, or they shoot a heavy gun. I always used to, like, when I used to go, I start going to these competitions. I noticed a lot of people shoot CZs. I see them shoot them shadows. I just thought it was a competition gun. I see a lot of CZ shadows. You see the Atlases. This is just, let's just not talk about the Atlases, the $6,000 guns, this and that. Okay, so let's just say $1,000 gun, $1,200 gun. I see the CZ shadow a lot, and I just thought people liked the shadow. The shadow looked good to me. I like the CZ shadow, but what it really is, they got it down to a science. A CZ shadow is a heavy gun, so that's why a lot of people in competition shoot it. They shoot that because it's a heavy gun. A heavier gun is going to give you less recoil that you got to fight. So that's like one way they do it. So let's just say you can't afford a CZ, but you want to get into competitions. You ain't got a lot of money. So your gun, you got to figure out how to make your gun heavy. Like Glock's you can put weights in the frame. You can weight the frame. You can put a weight the mag well. You can put a heavy tungsten guide rod in it. And that might be about all you can do to a Glock. They do the weights on the front, but I think after that when you start doing stuff like that, you get more into a open division, and open is a whole different ball game. But like they make their guns heavy. So let's say you go buy a used 34 or something like that. Let's say you want to get into competition. You got $1,000. Let's say you get a used Glock. You probably can find a used Glock for about 400, maybe 400 smackaroos. YouTube. You want to heavy up the frame. My camera stopped working or something for something. But like I was saying, basically what they do is they shoot a heavy gun, or they make their gun heavy. So if you do like if you do like you heavy up the frame, you feel like if you got an echelon or something like that, you could get a different grip module or something like that. You heavy up the frame, or like I said, Glock, you weight heavy up the frame. You put like weights in the way you can put weight in the frame, in the little plug on the back, and like tungsten guide rod. And I think that's about all you can do. A heavy mag well. That's about all you could do with a Glock. But what you do, you want to get like at least a Glock 17. Me, I would get like at least a Glock 17. 19. I see them shoot it, but me, I'm going at least 17 or 34. All right. So then they have a mag well. So another cheat code they use is a mag well. Okay, so when you got to reload, if you just got like a regular like no mag well on it, sometimes you fumble reload. You fumble because you got this little hole that you got to get your mag in. So a mag well takes off time because it's like a funnel. Man, is you able to reload real fast, and get your magazine into that funnel fast. Like if you ain't got no mag well, sometimes you have a hard time finding it. So you want to get a mag well that's gonna cut down on your reload time. That's another cheat code that's gonna cut down on your reload time. So when I'm saying mag well, if you're gonna make your gun heavy, you might as well get a heavy mag well. If you know this, if this is what you want to do, this is just my advice. I'm just giving that advice. All right. So another thing they do is they change out their trigger. They either put a competition trigger in it with a a lighter trigger, or they polish their internals or make their own trigger. Most of them just get a gunsmith and change out their triggers. But what you can do is you can like do some research, and you can change out some internals, change out some springs, and lighten your trigger pull, so you have a crisper, lighter trigger. If you don't want to go like buy a Timney Johnny Glock's trigger or something like that, you can do like a trigger spring kit, a competition trigger spring kit. You have to do it yourself. Get like a ghost connector and something like that. I'm speaking Glock. Like, I don't know about Walter, I don't know about Canic and stuff like that. But you can do stuff like that, your trigger spring kit, to lower your poundage on your trigger, so you can have a crisper trigger, so you're able to get your follow-up shots back better, back faster. Also, you won't have that anticipation, and throw your shots. Which you also can throw your shots with a lighter trigger if you not used to having that light of a trigger. But this come with practice. So they have a lighter trigger. They do internal work to their guns. Also, I talked about magwell. That's making the gun heavy, magwell, follow shot. What else it is? It's lighting. They also, a lot of them don't do this, but if you like reload, which I see a lot of them reload, or they get different like lower power factor ammo or lower powered ammo. A lot of them don't do that. A lot of them do. I mean, some of them do reload, but like when you're in competitions, you got to have a certain feet per second. I think it's around 800-900. But some people go right to that limit. They be at like 800-900, just enough so they don't have that much recoil. They have a low power factor ammo, so they don't have that much recoil. So they able to have they shot flatter with faster follow-up shots. But if I'm speaking on the budget side, you just gotta really shoot different ammos and see which one shoots the flattest for you and run that. Or you can reload but that's not budget. And also, like, some of them ammos like Jello shots and stuff, they ain't cheap. So, and I'm cheap. I can't afford that. But that's just like some of the cheat codes that they use to get a better advantage. Then they're running competition belts. Me, when I started out, I had, I'm pull it out now. I had this, just like a little Amazon belt with a universal holster. Amazon belt with a little universal holster, and like a, let me see if I pull it out real fast. All right, this how I'm running. This how I was running when I first started out. Just a little Amazon setup. I'm running this holster, this belt. This is a holster, but it's like a universal holster. So you ain't got to get this, but you can get like just a regular holster for your gun, and this this magazine holder, and this belt. Like it works. It works. But you at a disadvantage because, well, as far as this, you not like don't if you shooting competition, get the holster for your gun. This is a universal holster, and it's like a level 2 holster or whatever. So you wasting time having to pull this lever to release your gun. So you want a regular gun, a regular holster for your gun, so you can able to get out faster. And this right here is just like a little magazine holder. All right, so this works. So if you're just getting started, you ain't got the money like that, man. You can't get no, black scorpion holder or nothing like that. This will work, but it's gonna put you at a disadvantage because they running open holsters and mag holders that's designed to shave time off. So it works, but just know you got to work harder, which I did. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but this is if you just getting into it, do that first. Like how I did it. Just do that first, and then or you could go straight into it. If you know you're gonna be a competition shooter, you can go straight into it. But I'm speaking for budget. You know what I'm saying? That's something you can do, which it works. You're gonna be working a little harder, but it's gonna make you a better shooter also. So let me pull. All right, so I end up, I've been shooting for a year, so I end up like investing in and I got a black scorpion holder. So right here I got your holster hand, like when you're drawing, you kind of want a quick movement, so that's why this kind of drop down a little bit, so you able to grab your gun faster. That's shaving time off. And then also this is a mag holder. Let me grab it. All right, so this is what I mean. Okay, so they run their magazines sort of like this. They run their magazines like this. So when they reload, they don't have to like do no odd position to grab their magazines. They're like, with this, they're able to boom straight up into it. Boom straight up into it. So that's what I mean by you kind of get put at a disadvantage because of stuff like that. And then also, like when you run it off the table or something like that, they can use that holster to grab that right there. But this is for like once you can start affording it, you can get something like this. When you're gonna be running competitions for a long time, this is something that you want to get into. And notice how the belt is stiff. It kind of like hold everything in place. I mean, this belt is like $50. So the belt ain't high, but the other stuff, start getting up there. And they also got holders, mag holders like this, that's like cheaper brand too. So I didn't know that. And also I kind of wanted the red, so I got that. But basically, just stuff like that is what make them shoot faster. They give them little advantages here and there. They're good. They're shooters. They're pro shooters. Like I ain't trying to say it's the equipment, none of that. But them is certain things that I had learned from just watching them that nobody taught me that. I just like got on here to basically mumble and pass it on. So me, you know, I'm learning all this as I go. I'm still learning, but them just some little things that I was like, I'm gonna pass it on to y'all. So if you want to get into competition, you want to not spend a lot of money until you able to afford to. Them are some of the things you can do. Heavy up your gun or get a heavy gun. Magwell. Either get a trigger job done or do it like a spring kit for your gun, light spring competition spring kit for your gun. I did one on my dagger. Matter of fact, let's pull this out real fast. Empty. Matter of fact, hold up. All right. Empty. Nothing. Nope. A safe and controlled environment. YouTube, don't block me. All right, so this is just a stock dagger. Nothing's done to it. I changed out the trigger to just a Glock trigger. I don't like the dagger hinge trigger, so I just changed that out. All right, so I'm gonna just do a trigger pull on this. All right. Hold up, messing up. £5. Let's see again. It's saying £6. I don't think no dagger, no £6 trigger. Hold on, we'll do it one more time. Now it's saying 6.5. Basically, let's do it. Let me set it on this table. Yeah, you acting funny. All right, so but basically what I'm trying to say is, all right, this is a heavier trigger. This is a heavier trigger. Let me. All right. See, that's what I'm saying. Talking about. All right, so basically right here, this is just a regular Glock trigger. This is a dagger with a regular Glock trigger. Nothing done to the internals, just a little regular Glock trigger. All right, so let's do this. Alright, you see that? Alright, this right here, y'all have seen this before on my channel. This got a light trigger on it. I basically try to make this into like a race gun. I put a comp on it, which I wouldn't do that because you're gonna be in open. But I put a comp on it. I put a magwell on it, and I put spring kit in it, a competition spring kit in it. It was like $20, 20 shillings. Let's get that back. You my fault, YouTube. And then I also put not an Atlas. What is this? A line tactical thumb rest on it for your for shots. But all right, look at this. this trigger light. All right. Let's see if we can do them both at the same time. See that? See, basically I try to do like the same amount of pressure. So you want to basically do, you know, stuff like that to help. All right, so I said light and trigger, heavy gun. You can get like minimum power ammo, but that's gonna cost you. And the belt is cool, unless you know you can go to Black Scorpion if you want to, or wherever. But basically, that's the type of things that they do to help them. And also, you gotta train. Alright, y'all done mumbled enough. I done mumbled enough. Hopefully I done helped somebody. You know, if I didn't, then I just wasted your time. But if there's anything else y'all can think of that I might not have covered, and I know it, put it in the comments. I see what I can do. I'll see if I can help you. If not, I'll try to research and find out for you. Peace out, YouTube.